Hey, what's up, good people? I'm QC. Welcome to a brand new edition of Talkin and Grubbin, and I'm about to grub on some of this Ben & Jerry's Tonight Dough ice cream. This is my first time trying this. It's actually good. Actually, some good ice cream right there. All right, the Western Conference Finals is finally set. It'll be the LA Lakers versus the Denver Nuggets. Now, these two teams last met in the Western Conference Finals in 2009 when it was the late, great Kobe Bryant and Melo. The Lakers took that series in 6 games. Man, this is going to be a fun matchup. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see who represents the West in this year's NBA Finals. So, let's break down both teams, starting with the Nuggets. Just like the Miami Heat in the East, the Denver Nuggets have had an impressive playoff run in the West. They rallied from 3-1 deficits in both rounds to knock off the Utah Jazz and the heavily favored Clippers. And they're led by the young big man, Nikola Jokic. Against the Clippers, he averaged 24.4 points, 13.4 rebounds, 6 assists, and was 39% from three-point range. Also, there's the young point guard, all-star Jamal Murray. Against the Clippers, he averaged 22.6 points, 6.4 assists, 4.4 rebounds, and was 43% from three-point range. But also, they have other guys like the young rookie Michael Porter Jr. who hit crucial shots in the last series against the Clippers. Also, Gary Harris came up big as he came back from injury. You know, this team is well coached by Mike Malone, even though I've had my criticisms of him. But I got to give him a lot of credit for how he rallied this team from those deficits. And also, he outcoached some pretty good coaches in Quinn Snyder and Doc Rivers. Also, this team does have some nice role players like Torrey Craig, you know, the veterans Paul Millsap, Mason Plumlee, Monte Harris. So, this is a young team, this is a hungry team, this is a scrappy team, and don't think this team is just a bunch of scrubs. These dudes can play. Hey, I had my doubts about them in the playoffs, but hey, I'm a believer now. Now, here are my keys to the series for the Nuggets. They have to make LeBron a jump shooter. Yeah, LeBron's been a little hot in the playoffs, but he definitely can go cold. So you definitely got to limit his opportunities to the basket. Also, if you're Jokic, you got to stay with AD. You cannot let him bully you in the post and definitely not let him bully you in the paint. You know, you definitely got to win that matchup. You got to stay with him whether he's going to the hole, about to attempt that turnaround jumper, or he's camped out at the three-point line. If he loses AD, then AD's definitely going to abuse him. Also, the Nuggets definitely got to get into those passing lanes and intercept those passes. They got to convert those turnovers into points, because in a lot of the Lakers' losses, whether it was in the bubble or in the playoffs, they've had a high turnover rate. So if the Nuggets can definitely get turnovers on the Lakers, that definitely increases their opportunities of scoring. Also, contain the role players. You know, in all of the Lakers wins, role players have stepped up, whether it's been a KCP, Danny Green, Also, a Kyle Kuzma, or even a JaVale McGee, or even a Markieff Morris. If you can contain those players and let LeBron and AD get theirs, then you definitely have a great chance of beating the Lakers. Now on the flip side, they got to keep that ball movement going. They have some hella ball movement in both series. If they can keep that ball movement going, they definitely can get guys open for easy baskets and easy shots outside the perimeter. Also, definitely got to win the rebound battle. The Lakers, they got AD, JaVale McGee, and Dwight Howard off the bench. Those are some tremendous rebounders. So if you're Jokic, Plumlee, Millsap, you definitely got to win the rebound battle. You definitely got to attack the glass defensively and offensively, especially offensively, because that would give the Nuggets more opportunities to score. And also, the bench scoring. Guys like Torrey Craig, Plumlee, Porter Jr., Harris, they got to keep doing what they doing. If they can outscore the Lakers bench, they have a great chance of winning this series. Now, here's my breakdown of the Lakers. Many people expected the Lakers to be in this position, and they've been dominant through the first 2 rounds of the playoffs, and it all starts with LeBron and AD. They both averaged double-doubles against the Rockets. They combined for 50 points and 12 rebounds, while LeBron was 29% from three-point range. But also, they had some help. Rajon Rondo, or I should say playoff Rondo, he definitely stepped up big in the Rockets series as he averaged 10 points, 7 assists, and 4 rebounds. Also, Kyle Kuzma came up big as well as he averaged 11 points against the Rockets. Now, the Lakers, they definitely get after it defensively because Frank Vogel, he's a defensive-minded coach from his days with the Pacers. Also, the Lakers can get hot at any time from three-point range. They have a nice core of role players. They have some championship experience with Rondo, who won a title with Boston. Danny Green, who won 2 with San Antonio and Toronto. JaVale McGee won 2 with Golden State. Also, they definitely got a solid role player in Alex Caruso. They got the other Morris twin in LA, Markieff Morris. He could definitely light it up from three-point range at any time. So this Laker team could definitely be very dangerous once they start putting their foot on teams' neck. Now, here are my keys to the series for the Lakers. They definitely got to defend the transition game because the Nuggets, they love to run out in transition, get easy buckets in the paint, or kick it out to Murray, Jokic, or whoever from three-point land. So they definitely got to defend that transition game. Make the Nuggets play a half-court game because most of the time, running teams do not want to get in the half-court because they know that slows them down. Also, definitely got to defend the three-point line as the Nuggets were 35% from three-point range against the Clippers. They definitely can light it up from 3, whether it's Jokic, Murray, Harris, Porter Jr. So Lakers definitely got to be conscious of that three-point line because if they're not, then the Nuggets are definitely going to have a field day out there. Also, bigs have to come up big in this series. So AD, McGee, Howard, they definitely got to come up big. They got to get after it on the rebounding end. Also, block shots. They definitely got to make life miserable for Jokic. Also, they got to have ball movement. In a lot of the wins in the bubble in the playoffs, the Lakers' ball movement was on point, especially against the Rockets. LeBron, AD found guys like Danny Green, Caldwell Pope, Kuzma. Those guys open for threes or cuts to the basket. Also, Rondo definitely found guys open as well. So the Lakers definitely got to keep that ball movement going. Also, role players definitely got to step up. Well, role players and bench players. So KCP, Kuzma, Danny Green, Morris, McGee, whichever combination, they definitely got to step up to take the scoring load off of LeBron and AD. When the Lakers lose, it's always been LeBron and AD being the leading scorers, and while the role players or bench is non-existent. That cannot happen against this Nuggets team, because if it does, then that's definitely an advantage for the Nuggets. Also, got to win the fast break battle. I noticed in Game 5 against the Rockets, the Lakers definitely had more points off of the fast break than the Rockets. So they definitely got to win that battle. Because that could definitely determine games in this series or the series itself. Also, got to knock the three down consistently. In the bubble, in the playoffs, sometimes the Lakers can be hot and cold from three-point range. Now, against the Rockets in the last 4 games, they were definitely hot from three-point range, whether it was LeBron, Morris, Kuzma, or even Rondo. They got to knock down the three consistently to keep, the Nuggets honest, because they're definitely going to try to limit LeBron and AD's drives to the lane. So once they kick it out to, say, Caruso, Morris, Green, they got to be ready to knock down that three-pointer. And last but not least, keep your pedal to the metal if you're the Lakers. In the playoffs, the Lakers have been lackadaisical at times, letting teams hang around or letting them back in the game, like in Game 4 against the Rockets. The Lakers had a 17-point lead, and they only ended up winning by 10. How is that? You got to have that hunger. You got to have that killer instinct, especially with this Nuggets team. I mean, come on. 3 straight games against the Clippers, they came back from double digits down to win those games. So you can't do that to this team. This is not the Rockets. They're not going to fold. You cannot mentally fatigue them. Once you have them down, you got to keep them down. Now, here's my prediction for this series. Man, this is going to be a great series. It's going to be a hard-fought series. You got a young, hungry team in the Nuggets. You got a, veteran team in the Lakers who have championship aspirations. Both teams are well coached. They definitely got some role players who can step up at any given moment on any given night. So anyone who thinks the Nuggets are a bunch of scrubs, y'all haven't been watching this team. Like I said, this is going to be a great series. This is going to be a battle. We're going to have a lot of star play in this series. I can't wait to see it. But I'm going to say the Lakers in 7. Now, I know people might look at me, crazy saying the Lakers in 7, but I definitely think the Nuggets have enough to really compete with the Lakers in this series. They may not win it, but I definitely think this series will be close. But anyways, that's my preview of the Western Conference Finals. What do you think about this series? Leave your comments in the comment section below. I want to thank all my loyal subscribers for supporting me. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Don't make it your last. Subscribe to the channel. Click that notification bell and click all so you don't miss any new videos from me. Also, like, comment, and share the video. Till next time, y'all have a good one. Love y'all to life. QC out. Hey, what's up, good people? It's QC once again. Now that you saw the video, subscribe to the channel. When you do, click on the bell icon so that way you won't miss any new videos from me and be mad. Let your family and friends miss those videos and let them be mad. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram, like me on Facebook. Thanks for watching.